Next up is the skill tree explained, and how you get there is you go to a shrine and then select impetus repository, and here is the skill tree. When you pan out, you're going to have different sections of the skill tree. Pretty much everything on the right side and beneath the center is weapon based. Everything to the left is going to affect your entire character. Okay, now how do you gain points, or what points do you need to even get a skill point? That's called red mercury essence. It's at the top of your screen, and right now I have 0. One way to gain red mercury essence is by the normal red mercury. If I back out of my screen, look at the top right hand corner of your screen. Right now I have 2603, and right now you'll notice the icon is not fully red. What's going to happen, the more mercury you gain, you can actually see the icon change to a different color the more you have. And once you're able to level up, it'll actually change to a yellow and red color. You can gain red mercury by killing enemies, bosses, and you can also obtain it by using items such as a flawless red mercury, a growing red mercury, a budding red mercury, and red mercury sprout. Once you come back over to the skill tree here, you're going to open up the impetus repository, and simply, number 1, you can select the center of the screen like this right here, and it'll ask you how many red mercury essence would you like to purchase. You can do it that way. Another way is by going to an area on the tree that you want to purchase, and you can purchase a red mercury essence just by highlighting the next part of the tree that you want to go to. It's actually your choice. Another part of the tree that I want to talk about are different icons that you'll notice. Like the one you see here on screen is called a mana potency, and it requires 2 resources. One is a red mercury essence, but it also requires something called lost remains. You need both of these to increase the level of this, and you'll know which level it is by 2 ways. One, there is a diamond of like the 3 diamonds in the middle of your screen right here beneath the icon. You can also look off to the right and you'll see what level it is. This one says level 1 of 3. Tabbing up here, here's something very similar. This one's called a mana capacity. So here we need red mercury essence, but we also need forgotten remembrance. And once you purchase this, it'll actually show what level it is. Right now, it's 0 of 3. Another example is something I've already gone over in this video, but I'll go over it here as well, is called Rising Madness. Again, here, you need red mercury essence and 1 bow blood. Something else that I want to go over in this section of the video is the following. There are some of these nodes on the tree that have more levels than 1 level. So look at this right here. This one's called Agility. If you look off to the right, it says it's level 3 of 3. That means that I purchased this 3 times with 3 red mercury essences. Now the one next to it only has 1. So if you'll notice down below, this one's got these 3 dots around it. That's the indicator of how many levels that one is. So coming up here, you'll see this one only requires 1 level. Now check this out. This one's called Endurance. Now this one is level 1 of 3. So if I had another red mercury essence, I can level that one node up 1 more time. So my tip here, or my suggestion here, is to look at each one of these nodes and see what level it is. And if you can't make it further up the tree, let's say you need more agility right now, right at this moment, but you can't make it up the tree to the next agility node. So my tip here is the following. Why don't you go ahead and level up all 3 agility here? That way you get at least a 3 now. You can always refund later. Another part of this video that I want to go over is how do you level up your weapons? Now, right now, I'm still playing the game, and what I'm able to do at this time of the game is I'm able to get my weapon up to +6, but it comes in stages. You can get it to +3 first, and then if you come up here, you'll notice on this icon, I'm at +5 on these dual blades here. Now, if I want to go to +6, it says off to the right that not only do I need red mercury essence, but in addition to that, I need something called brilliant red feathers. There's 2 different tiers of these red feathers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out of the menu, and I'm going to go into my inventory right here, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. Right here is called a faint red feather, and it says right there in the item info, capable of upgrading a weapon's mastery, any weapon by the way, it doesn't have to be dual blades, it can be whatever, to +3 from within the skill tree. The next one over is called a brilliant red feather, and this one will take your weapon mastery up to +6. Now, how do you get these red feathers? Well, simply playing the game and defeating bosses in particular, or you can also defeat enemies that have red eyes. So whenever you see an enemy with red eyes, make sure to take out that enemy, because not only does that enemy drop these red feathers, but they also get you the essences that you need for the skill tree. So for instance, when you kill an enemy with red eyes, you get 2 resources. You get red mercury essence and you get a red feather. So make sure you take them out. Another tip here is look for these larger nodes on the tree that have +5 to a certain attribute. So as an example here, we have +1 endurance, and then this one could go to +1 endurance, but up to 3 times because it has levels. But this larger node right here is +5 endurance. There are others on the tree like agility, endurance, and vitality. So if you're really needing that higher amount, look for them. As an example here, we have one with +1 magic, and then we have another one here, but then above it is +5 magic. So the larger the circle or larger the node, the more attributes it has. The next tip I have for you is how to respec your points on the skill tree. Simply open up the shrine, go to impetus, repository, and there's actually a couple of ways that you can refund your points. One is individually, like this right here. You're going to, whatever controller you're using, it even says at the bottom of the screen, you can do reset point just like that right there. It's going to be the square button or the X button on the Xbox controller. That's how you refund that 1 point and simply repurchase it like that. Let's say that you only want to refund this side of the tree, only these to the right hand side. All you have to do is simply select this one right here, and you can reset all 7 nodes and hit the A button or the X button, and then boom, you'll get your 7 points back or however many you have. But what if you want to wipe the entire tree? Easy. Go to the middle icon here, simply hit the button, and then here where I'm at with my levels, it says I can refund all 55 nodes.